So guys, we're going to talk about the cooking system. And along your journey in Edentia, you can serve various food supplies for your adventurers. Such foods will not only do healings when it's needed, but also provide attributable buffs to your companions in combat. Some foods can even grant special powers to your player character. Once you have completed the main quest in the early game, your camp will unlock its cooking pot feature. Then explore the in-game world and obtain ingredients before throwing them into the pot to prepare various food cuisines and dishes. Now, let's talk a little bit about the food effect. In Dragonair Silent Gods, there are 3 types of food that can heal you, give you a buff, and grants you special powers, respectively. Healing foods, eat it to heal one or multiple heroes. Buffing food, eat it for the team to gain attributable bonuses for 60 seconds or 10 minutes. Empowering food, eat it for your player character to gain special powers such as moving faster in the sandbox world, being able to communicate with animals, or even listening to the whispers of the spirits. So one great example for a very, very beneficial food, which gives attributable damage bonuses, is the Feast of Light, or of course the chili meatball, flaming chili meatball. And of course, we're having some healing potions available to serve us. And let me see if I have anything saved, not in this season, but there are also these special foods which can help you to speak with animals. So how to obtain ingredients? While exploring the sandbox world, you can reap crops on a farm, catch a fish by the river, or get milk from a cow. But that's not all. In the game, the food comes in various types and originates from different areas. For example, high ridge ice and Arctic cold come from the snowlands of Niteria, while Lumina Tarragon and Crimson Iris are local specialties from southern Edentia. And let me show you guys this Lumina Tarragon, if I'm able to still collect some, because I already collected today some, but here you go. So this is a specialty which is only found at southern Edentia on the map, but you can find in Niteria. Where is Niteria? Sorry. I think it should be here. Yeah, this area. So this area you can find the ice ridge, you can find the Arctic cod and other ingredients. So every different area have some special ingredients for that region. Of course, there is a limit of how many resources you can get on the map. Fortunately, business is booming in Edentia, and you can get various food ingredients or even his cuisines and dishes from merchants to satisfy your daily needs. So let's try to find the Crimson Crow, who is always walking around and somehow miraculously always find me on these traveling roads. Well, not this time apparently. Where is my boy? Anyway, let's go back to our main place to claim some more ingredients for our cooking. So here, this is one of the main place where I gather my stuffs. It's these, no, not this, sorry. So there we go. So this is one of the main merchants. We are good friends. We're meeting a lot of the time, but I already bought for today the ingredients. But anyway, this is one of the great places you can find ingredients. The prices are kind of okay. Not really good, but they are fine. And later on, since you will have not much problem with money, you can always buy as many as you want. Okay, anyway, we just bought some foods and we're going to do some demonstration of how to cook. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how to make food. So you go to your camp and use the cooking pot to pick 2 to 4 ingredients. So this is the saved recipes, and this is where you can throw in different ingredients to cook something. For example, let's use some berries, and let's use some crackling fruits and see if something comes out at the end. Every time you cook a food, the system will run a point check, and you need to have enough points because different foods has different thresholds. And by the way, we got some thunder gummy, which is giving some 3% lightning damage, which we are not falling to the floor from, but it's nevertheless better than nothing from a random rolling. Once you spend those rolls and you get a new food, it's going to be saved on the recipes section in your cookbook. And of course, also if you roll 20 on the rollings, you will receive an additional random food. Let me just show you, maybe we're going to get lucky there. And yes, exactly. So every time you cook a food, you have a rolling, okay? And when the rolling reaches a high enough threshold, you get an extra food. And in this case, we got 2. So one times we rolled 19 and one times we rolled 18. And for that reason, we got 2 extra food, which is pretty handy. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the cookbook recipes. Once you've finished cooking, your cookbook will register that food. As I said, you can view the ingredient combinations of the last 5 food cooked and choose one of them to cook in batches. That's what we just did in a moment ago. Best recipe. In Dragonair Silent Ghost, there is usually more than one way to cook food, and each recipe has its most streamlined preparing method. So always just use those recipes which needs the less ingredient, obviously. While exploring the world, you can ask also some random merchants, some heroes on the road, and maybe you are able to either buy from them a cookbook or just stealing from them a cookbook. I usually stealing them. And once you have the cookbooks, let me just show you how it looks like. So you go to your backpack and the cookbooks are usually appearing here, and you can either buy them or you can steal them, or you can actually gain it from the quest. And every single cookbook gonna give you some little specialties which you're going to be able to cook. So here are, for example, quite a long list, and once you cook them, you can see wherever if it's really beneficial for you. For example, here's the flaming chili meatballs, which is, for my opinion, is the best, probably is the best fire-based combat food. But of course, there are some other really nice stuffs as well. So you try to cook them, and once you cook them, it's going to get saved on your recipe book. And then you're going to be able to cook in batches, which we're just going to demonstrate right now. You are going to be able to cook more than one time, the same cook, same food, and we're always rolling, and then the dice rolls results we can always have a look at. And once you reach at certain thresholds, you always get bonus foods. And I think that's about it, guys. So collect ingredients either from this beautiful land or buying from merchants. You can use the Crimson Crow, which is always finding me. There is this dude. Before we couldn't find him right away. Come on, can we just go to business? Okay. And then here you can buy even a food which is already completed, which we already have plenty from, or you can just buy ingredients also from this guy. Of course, healing potions already are available to buy. So that's about it, guys. I think it's maybe enough about this topic. Just really experiment with your ingredients and whatsoever, and you will see what kind of really great recipes you can come up with. Or if you really struggle but you need some special ingredients, you can always look at it online to find the most rarest, the most useful recipes, and then just cook your best dishes from that on. And that's about it, guys, for the third episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope for some beginners it's going to be able to be useful. Take care, guys, and see you with the next episode.